Oh, hello. So, for my community service project, I actually decided to go out and help some kids out at the Still Creek Boys Ranch in northern Bryan, Texas. And when I say northern Bryan, Texas, I mean like way up in freaking the middle of nowhere. It was pretty scary getting there because there was a detour and all this kind of crazy stuff. Anyways, Still Creek Boys Ranch is actually literally a ranch where they house kids. They come from broken families. They're all troubled. They come from places where they don't get enough love, don't get enough affection, basically turned down the wrong path, and they're turning into juvenile delinquents, and they send them off to these boys ranches to kind of set them straight and show them how to take responsibility for their own actions, to mature and grow into little adults. So anyways, this is the story of my experience at the Still Creek Boys Ranch in northern Bryan, Texas. So to get this thing popping, I wake up at like 7 in the morning just so I can get up and go to this place. I drive all the way up there. It's like 45 minutes away. It should have only been like 30, but it was the fact that there was like a huge detour, I guess. I had to go the crazy back roads and see horses and camels and stuff like that. It was insane. So many camels. But I show up at the boys' ranch around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. There's literally no one there. Hello? So I walk around this place for like 10 minutes. Luckily, I ran into this dude named Wesley. Wesley's got Tim's number, and Tim is apparently the main guy that runs this camp. So he calls him up and tells Wesley whatever he needs me to do, go for it. So after he thinks a little bit, Wesley looks at me and says, I'll be right back. And he disappears. I wait around for like a minute or two, and he comes back with a bunch of tools in his hands. One of the tools was little hedge clipper thing. Pulls out little grass clipper thingies. And the piece de resistance, he hands me a machete. Hands me a machete and says, alright, you're going to be cutting down bushes. Go for it. And I'm like, alright. You don't have to tell me twice to chop down bushes, especially when you give me a machete. Am I right? So I just get to chopping. Like, chopping. I'm just like going ham on these things as if they were like my complete enemy. Knocking over fence posts. The amount of freaking ants that I stepped in was ridiculous. Like, I literally, from up and down my entire leg, had ant bites. And not to mention all the bees I had to dodge and all the spiders. Oh my lord. I'm literally done. I'm out. I don't like spiders. So about 3 hours after running into ants and bees and spiders, I basically had enough. And lucky for me, I was scheduled to work that day at my job, and my manager called me up on the phone and was like, hey dude, we need you to come in early. So I kind of had to leave early. I didn't get to do all 4 of the hours of the first time. I had to leave. I only did 3 hours the first time, but luckily I came back and finished it up another time. Wow, I really feel like I just made this seem like it was a horrible time. But no. Honestly, it wasn't. It was not a bad time. I enjoyed every minute of it. All the hard labor, meeting all the people, seeing the amazing ranch grounds. It was just so spectacular. It was just beautiful. And that's actually, I learned a lot and got a lot out of this experience of doing this. It was really cool. I mean, first of all, I'm just going to throw a picture up there of like my view. The entire time that I was working, I just kind of drove my truck right up there, right where I was working, turned on some worship music and just blasted it and just chopped down those bushes and saw that view the whole entire time. It was so sweet. Honestly, just being in an open field, playing worship music and having it echoing around you while you're doing hard work and you're sweating like crazy is a really humbling thing, because you don't ever realize that there's people out there that have to do this on a regular basis, and I'm only going out there to help them with the things that they can't attend to at the time because they have more important things to worry about. It feels so small and insignificant, at least I did, but I realized how significant the thing that I was doing for them is, as simple as it was, just chopping down bushes. The leaders of this ranch, these awesome people that are trying to help better these kids, have more important things to do than to chop down bushes. So just my small act of doing that was just important, and it made me feel part of something. It was a really cool thing to just be out there and experience all that at the same time with all those feelings. And it was also cool sharing feelings with the people that I did see. There was one guy that rode by on a bike with 2 little kids following him. He just kind of stopped by and just asked me what I was doing, and I told him what I was doing, and we just kind of shared a little bonding experience right there, because when my parents got divorced, my little brother was actually going to go to a boys camp just like this one, and so it kind of hits home for me on that, and it was just cool to be able to see how affected people can be by these amazing places that all they're trying to do is better these children. It's really cool. Honestly, it's really cool. So yeah, that was my volunteering experience. It was really cool. And honestly, if you guys ever get a chance, you can head up there and check it out yourself, or just do something else around there.
There it is. I knew it was in here.